Okay, I want to talk about destiny. What is the definition of destiny? And can we change or can we override destiny? So, my understanding of the definition of destiny is something that is predetermined that will happen in our lives or to an individual. Something that the divine power has predetermined that will happen to individual or to that person. There are things that will happen in our lives that we have no control of. There are things that will happen that nothing we can do, no money, no power, no structure, no prayer can modify it. That's my belief, and I own that belief. So, for instance, you can leave your house anytime to go somewhere. Let's say in the morning. Let's just choose an hour of the day in the morning. And you're going somewhere to do your chore, you're going to the job, whatever you're going to do. On your way, you could be in a car accident. You are a professional driver. You've never had accident in ever since you've gotten your driver's license. I mean, you have a perfect record as a driver on the road. But this day, because it is destiny to happen, you know what you're doing, but the oncoming driver, for some reason, has a collision with your car. They call the ambulance. As a result of the impact of that car accident, a person may lose a limb, either a toe, hand, eyes, or any part of your body. Even death may occur as a result of the car accident. It may not be a car. You could be walking on the road. Be on the safer side. You are walking on the legal path, walkway on the road. But the driver may be a drunken driver, or maybe he or she doesn't concentrate on driving, may deviate from the straight line of the road, hits the person. You are walking on the right legal path, sidewalk. The car hits you. You may die on the spot, as my father died on the spot when the car hits him. You could be in the airplane. You could be in a train. You could be riding your bicycle. You could be running anything. You left your home thinking that you will come back safe. That has been the way it has been for many years. But this day, it is your destiny. Something tragic will happen. And that tragic may end your life. It is destiny. I'm just being extreme. It could be anything. You could be going out, my own business. It could be anything that happened disaster may strike. It could be lightning. It could be thunder. It could be tornado. But you are in the proximity. And then the tornado or the thunder or the lightning struck that individual. Instantly, the person died on the spot. That is destiny. I'm trying to think of what other things can I use as an example of destiny. Or maybe you married, and at the end of it, you try everything that you can, but illness comes. It could be terminal illness. You eat healthy, you exercise every day, you're very cautious, you don't walk at that night, you do everything nearly perfect as a person. But there could be a terminal illness that comes. And you went to the hospital and you are given the best of medical care. But at the end of it, it is death. It could be a gene passed from the parents. It could be lupus. It could be cancer. Any form of illness that it's passed on from parents to children. And you have the best medical care on the planet, but still, death. So there are many things in life that will happen to us on this earth that we have no control of. And they say, oh, he or she dies of a sudden. Oh, he or she was too young. Oh, I just saw him now. And I get a phone call that a car hits him. He just called me now. And oh, I heard that tornado strikes or thunder strikes. Or it was hurricane that blew the roof of the house. It was flood that flooded the whole neighborhood. I saw him yesterday. But today, you do not see him no more. Nobody knows where, how, or when. Again, you can do anything that you can do with all the power that you have as a person. But I believe, and that's my belief, and I own that belief, that destiny, at the end of it, overrides. Regardless of what you believe, that's my take. I own it. That destiny supersedes. That's my take. I welcome your comment, regardless of what it is. But that's my opinion and that's my take. Thanks for listening.